Today I'm up here on Timberwolf Ridge. I would be looking for some crystal points. You can find some nice ones. They're usually about 1 inch long or so. They're great for making pennants and stuff, wire wrapping. And they're usually fairly clear, so that's pretty nice. But the other part of this up here is the view that you get when you're up here. This is the view that you have. Down right below me, right down in there, is the collecting site. You have to be careful here. You have these slide areas, and right down there are cliffs that drop, and they drop for maybe 100 to 200 foot drops. So you have to really watch your footing up in here. But when you get into a patch of crystals, you can be rewarded with some very nice finds. I can even see Mount Rainier right there in the top there. And the other part up here is there's quite a few deer flies here. Hopefully the breeze will pick up enough to blow them off. When I left out of town there, the temperatures were rising. It's probably going to get in the triple digits down there. Up here it's about 80 degrees. This is pretty nice. And we got the raven coming over the top of this. Alright, well, let's get to digging. Okay, I'm here at the digging site. People have been digging over there, back over behind there, and even up on these ledges here, which I wouldn't recommend a whole lot, because you make one false move and you could be going down over that. And that's a drop, which wouldn't be very much fun. As you can see, this is all alpine forest, and the winds, they'll come through here at times to the point that if you're trying to breathe, you got to put your head down inside your jacket to take a breath, because it just blows up from down there, and it just comes right up over this ridge. As you can see, all the trees, the limbs are on the upper side of the tree because it's just the winds, and these trees, they really take a beating. And so but I'm going to go back over here. I got my shovel and stuff, and I'm going to see what I can find over there. Well, I guess I'll get to it. I've been digging down in this hole here, and you can see over here they've had done some considerable digging back in here, and they're getting crystals. This type of digging here I really wouldn't recommend, because at some point all of this above you is going to fall down, and I don't know of any crystal worth that. But the deer flies are terrible in here, so I think I'm going to be relegated to walking out over there and seeing if I can find any surface material, because I've tried in here, and the deer flies are just biting the heck out of me. And and there's one right there. No, he was on my hand, but he flew away. But yeah, so I'll go out into here, see what I can find. Sometimes you can find some nice pieces out there, and if no one else has been out there, then I could probably do pretty good. I won't go as far as those cliffs over there. That gets a little dangerous out there. And I did find there was another rockhounder. He was over there on that rock slide, which I wouldn't recommend either, because there's nothing stopping you from going down there. And he got out of there after I talked to him for a little bit. And he's up the hill someplace. I have no idea where, but he's up here. So there's sometimes when you think you're alone, you're not. I was digging right down here, and I found this little crystal cluster, and I found some other indications here of there could be some crystals forming in this area. So I will dig in this area to see if I come up with something. Yeah, just almost there. So I'll continue to dig in here and see if I find anything better. And out here there's not as many flies. The wind's blowing a little bit, so it helps with the flies, keeping them away. As you can see, most of the stuff I found here is small, but there is one here. This is the base of one, and it did come out. It was probably a pretty good sized crystal, and I have found them that size up in here. Just today I'm not. I needed to be digging up in there, but yeah, the bugs are just crazy in here. I'm gonna head down the road a little bit. I know a place where I can find some agates and stuff. I think I'll do some agate hunting for the rest of the day and get out of this. But this is a beautiful place. Yep. But today it's full of bugs. Well, after my run-in with those elk there, which was really exciting, that was a pretty good sized herd, I come down here to one of these mountain meadows, and as I'm coming up here, once I get to this rocky side in here, you can see, I start finding agate. There's my rock hammer there. I just found this one here, and there's a few other pieces, so this looks like it could be real good in here, and I'll just continue right on up through the trees there, and hopefully I will find a ledge to where I can work them right out of the hillside. If I find something, well, show it. Okay, this here's kind of the area I'm looking for. You kind of get this slope where each year it gets heavy snow in here, so the ground gets moved around a bit, and as I've come up through there, I've already found these pieces here, which aren't bad sized, and they have a sort of a blue color to them. One thing I have found in the past though is it's hard to, this here will tumble real nicely, but sometimes it'll get holes in it. It'll be real holy. But this one here looks like it might not have that. This other one looks to be okay. So maybe I can get away from that. But they take a wonderful polish. And I'm going to work all of this in here, and I'll see what I come up with. And this here is how I'm finding these. They're sticking right up out of the ground like that. Let me grab my rock pick and we'll get this one. Yeah, see, they're all about this size. And that's not bad. And I just found this one here, just down the hill there. So I'm doing pretty good here. And as I just got more hill to continue on up. Nice easy climb. Good day. The wind's blowing just enough to keep the bugs at bay, which is nice compared to that other site I was at. Alright, well, I'm just going to keep on looking. And I spied this here agate as I was walking up from back in there. It's kind of just sticking right out there. Yeah, there he is. Let's pick that guy up. Yeah, he's got some different color in there. But there might polish up okay. Well, I'm going to throw that one right in the bag. Now I had just picked up that agate right there on the other side of where my rock hammer is. And I looked over here on this side of my rock hammer, and I see this one here. Oh, now that's a nice looking agate. Got some banding there. I'll have to, yeah. That one there looks like it would do nicely. And as I was getting this one, I noticed up over here there was some more agate pieces. There was another one. Here's a little piece. And over here on this mount there's another one. So right in just this little area. And I can see back in here there's more. This is a good little area. And as you can see, there's all this mounding. Well, that's there's rodents that live down in here, ground squirrels and who knows what else. But they push this all up. There's another piece right there. And that helps bring everything to the surface. And like I said, you get several feet of snow in here, so it freezes, and during the spring this is really wet. You can't hardly walk out here because it's so mushy. But I'm having a good time out here finding some agates, which is always fun. Yeah, this is my finds for the day. I only found 2 small crystal clusters when I was up there in that crystal area. The bugs up there, they just got so bad you couldn't hardly stand there. When I came down off the hill, though, I was on my way, saw them elk, which was quite exciting. But then I got down into the agate area, and a lot of these agates, they get little pock marks in them, so it's hard to get them to polish. Like this here, you can see in here where all that little darker color is. Well, that's pock marking, and it's like little holes that gets in. And sometimes you can get some solid. I saw one in here that I think will come out. This one here, I think this one here will come out fairly nicely. But a lot of them try to geode out, and so they get like this real sugary color in them. But I will clean some of these up and see if I can get anything out of them. Some of them just aren't that great, but you usually don't know that until you get them down off the hill. This was kind of an interesting piece here, but in all, it was a good day. Saw some elk and got up in the mountains, and that's what it's all about. So until next time.